Well, good morning and welcome to this week's house building extravaganza. It is Monday. Yesterday was rather overcast and horrible. Today it's still overcast, although it's not raining, so that's good news. Right, let's go and see what's happening over the back. And I know they've been carrying stones from the roadway to the back all morning, so let's see what they're doing now. Right, this is where we are Monday morning at 9:30, 9:45. We've got some pegged out steel there. I'm not sure whether that was pegged out yesterday or not, I can't remember. But anyway, that's pegged out, ready for some gravel to be laid. Then they can pour some concrete in there. Looks like they've got the gravel pile ready. And there's one or two stones there. So we should see some work later on. Well, no sign of Ronnie this morning. Wonder where he's gone to. I'll get Joy to send him a message. He could be buying paving slabs. He could have been put onto another job. He could be ill. I don't know. So I'll let you know what happens. I can report success on the chicken situation. Both of them are now laying eggs, which is excellent. So we're getting a fair selection of eggs, and they eat, or all they're doing is costing me the pellets, which are cheap as chips. Then we give them food, leftover scraps. And we give them some beans and rice, of course, and they're quite happy to eat that, drink some water and lay some eggs. We should be moving them maybe January in the new year, when we get that back section finished, so they'll be looking forward to their new house. Well, it's all taking shape. All that needs is a bit of landscaping, which we'll do when these guys have left. And around here looks very nice. It's all starting to take shape. Get some furniture here, some plants planted. I can see it now. Right, well, I've got my cloth. So what I need to do is just to cut that into size. I can't find my scissors today, so I'm going to have to use my knife. So let me chop this down into its right size, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so I've mixed up some cement with some water. I'm going to put it all on that as a base. Then I'm going to put the cut up sheets on top of that, like you would make like a piece of fiberglass. And I'm just going to build the strength up. So I'm going to put some concrete, some cement, more of the cloth, more cement on top, and I'll get back to you when I've done it. And there we have it, Monday morning. It's had another coat of cement and water. It's had another layer of curtain, or sheet should I say, placed on it, and we will wait to see what the result of that is. I've left it kind of not smooth on purpose because I want this to resemble a stone when it's finished. So that's where we are today. Well, I'm selling my 2023 Hayabusa. It's done 11,000 kilometres. It's been well looked after. It's been serviced regularly. I've taken those awful silencers off and put on some low weight ones, but I've still got the originals, and I've got the rear seat and the grab bar as well, but I've put on that single seater arrangement because I think it looks better. It's absolutely in perfect condition, not a dint, scratch, paint blemish anywhere. I've really looked after this. It's a bit of a garage queen actually. Yep, if you want it, hook me up. Alright, that's where we are. It's early afternoon. It's just started to drizzle with rain. Now the garden needs it, that's for sure. So that's what they've done this morning, just a little bit here. You can see from the earlier video I did this morning. So that's what they've done. I don't see many stones going down before they lay the concrete. I'll have to keep an eye on that. What was that thing on ET? I think you've been watching too many sci-fi programs. Right, well that's the mix they're bringing in from out at the front. They're bringing in bags of cement and stones. He's having a hack down there, getting rid of some bushes. If he's going to do some concrete, that's what he's got to do, isn't it? So the old man is back. We're pleased to see him. He's going to make him work hard. Alright, we've got Ronnie's just grinding off the high parts of the concrete so he can get the tiles laid down flat. He did over there, as you can see, and now he's doing this bit. I think that's all he's worried about. The rest of it's downhill. I think today we're going to... Max, come away from that. He's a little monster. I think today we are going to look at some garden furniture. Only the... ain't spending a fortune on it, not when you don't use it all that often. And then Joy said, what did I want for Christmas? Well, I don't need anything, to be honest. And anything I need I can go and buy, can't I? And I says, why don't you buy us a couple of hens for the coop, something special, and maybe a fish or two. He said, yeah, all right then. So today, I'll take you with me. I think we're going to have a look at some chickens. There was a guinea fowl. Is that what it was called? Yeah. Like a fat chicken without fur. And they look quite cute. They eat the same food. They get on well with chickens. They lay eggs. They are a bit protective of the old ground, so you get any mice or baby rats or snakes or anything, they're gone. They have them. They chase them around and eat them. Well, I did look on the internet about these things, and they don't lay that many eggs. They only lay for about 4 or 5 years, and then they pack it in. Probably not even that. Anyway, it's less than a chicken. A chicken does one every 2 days, but a guinea fowl, I'm not sure about guinea fowls. So we might get 2 guinea fowls just for a laugh, or we might stick to chickens, I don't know. I don't think they cross mate. We get female ones anyway, but I don't think the rooster we've got, Sir Peckalot, I don't think he'll be Sir Ramalot, because he's showing no interest with these two hens that I've already got, and I don't think they copulate with guinea fowls, because guinea fowls are too fast for them. Oh dear. What else have I got to tell you? Nothing. Let's go. I'll tell you what I did notice yesterday, because it was a bit cloudy. 3 of the lights, the solar powered lights on the back wall, didn't flick on. Now, whether that's a defect in the light or whether it is the fact that they did pop on, but only for an hour, and then when I went out they were off, or maybe they just didn't switch on at all, I don't know. But today's sunny at the moment. I'll keep an eye open and give you a report on that later. Well, here it is. I sprinkled some cement on it while it was still wet, so it's got a kind of a stony finish to it. Once it's painted, that'll all look very original. Right, so I'm going to leave it hanging there for the rest of the day. Tomorrow I will try and do something with it. I've got a bit of a busy day tomorrow, but I'll see if I can find some old paint I've got lying around, which I can use for the undercoat, and then we can see if we can get this in its final resting place by the end of the week. Right, the boys have been very busy today. They're mixing a bit more. Oh, by the way, they've also been shifting gravel and cement bags from the front all day today. So they're about to put some more down. So what have they done today? Well, they've done all that. So how does that look? I'm not too bothered about that. The tree there, that circle that they've left will do fine. I can just plant something else in there. However, we also left that bit there because I want to plant my grapes there. So I'm going to plant the grapes there, and then when they grow, I think you can see them there in those 3 pots. Those are grapes. When they grow, I can put them on this fence, which will hide the fact that it needs some official help, and you won't see any of that. There's the next bit going in. Smooth it off. Yeah, looking good. So Ronnie's been he's got his line to where the height of the tile will be underneath the gates. Now that's perfect. It's just underneath the hinge, which allows me to maintain the hinges with oil. It's just the right height, so we can now let Maisie loose in the garden, and I'm convinced she can't get through. When it was the original height, she could get through underneath there, and it was a danger to her because of all the traffic, but that will be perfect. So what they're doing, they're bringing more sand in, and you can see he's now started the angle of dangle going down here. Obviously when it rains it's all going to flow down here anyway, but he's now lined it up with there, so we can now lay the driveway. Here will be a bit difficult, but if anyone can fix it, Ronnie can. So that's rather good. Here's little Maisie. So what else I've got to tell you about? Max is down there. Can you see him? He's found some geckos, which are like small lizards that you get in the Philippines. There's hundreds of them. Everywhere you look, there's a bloody gecko. Well, he's finding them in the garden. I don't know what he does with them once he's found them. He doesn't eat them. I think he just plays with it like a cat. Look at him. That's it. Put your head round that electrical cable. It's a great idea, Max. Right, so my little friends here have had some new feed. I don't know whether you can see it. Look. So I mixed this new grainy feed, whoops, where am I? There, with their normal food, and they've been eating that. That's their second lot today. Now, quite what Blondie's doing. Let's have a look. Now, you know what that bird's done? She's fetched all the grass that I put inside the coop. She's brought it outside. She's made a little circle with the help. I think they're both helping. I don't know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing with that. What's in a chicken's mind, anyone could guess. But they're obviously doing something over there. They're obviously doing something. I don't know what it is. Good progress was had by all. We went to look at some garden furniture. Saw some nice ones made out of wrought iron, which wouldn't be affected by the Philippine sun, apart from going a bit hot, and wouldn't rot in the rainy season. Put those on under the hoods of the back patio and the side by the pond patio, and it would look quite nice. And they were expensive though. Both of them together were 40,000 pesos, but it was going to be a month because they had to make to order or something. We didn't order it. We went and looked round for some more, but we didn't see any we liked really, so we might go back to that shop and place an order. I mean, it's not like we're in a mad rush to get it, is it? I mean, if it takes a month, it takes a month. It's no big deal. What's going on? Right, this is my friend's garage. This is the little waiting area where you can order food and things. So let me go and show you his garage. Now I've had this Navara since new, and I tell you what, it's not had one thing go wrong. It's done 57,000 kilometres, and I tell you what, it really is a perfect beast. So I'm just having the original tyres replaced, all four of them. That's going to cost me 43,000. So they just they've taken the tyres off and they're going to be replacing them. Now what this garage also does is mechanical works. It does body repairs, and if you need spraying, it'll go over the road to that place there, I think, for a spray. So this is his garage. I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. So this is what it looks like from the outside. If you're ever driving along the Roman road in Bataan toward from what's down there, Marivelis or Balanga, and you're heading towards Abacay and Dinilupian, you'll go past this. This is the road, and it's on the right hand side. Very nice little garage. There's a shop there that sells motorbikes, and spare parts are upstairs. And then over the road, I'm going to get run over here. Over the road there's more bodywork places. We had a slight accident with our Navara, and they repaired it over there. They did quite a good job, no problems. So that's where I am today, getting the tyres fixed. Here's my old ones. Now they're worn down here, but they're particularly worn at the edge. Can you see? No, that's not good, is it? And they're all like that. Most of them have had repairs as well, so I think it's a good job I'm getting all four done. So I've had my tyres done. Look at them meaty things, eh? Yeah, brand new rubbers, all four. Very impressed with that. Very impressed at all. That should last another 50,000 kilometres. Well, today Joy went down to order the furniture, and this lot was in stock. They'd made some kind of an admin error, and this was available. So we paid for this, and we ordered the other one. So at the moment, let me just stand back here a minute and show you. Looks a bit lost in here, doesn't it? But never mind. The other one's bigger. The other one's got 4 chairs, about that size, and around a table, which is all metal. All metal. So the 2 chairs and this one will go by the pond. Oh, let me sit down. We'll go by the pond, and the other one will sit here. Or they could both sit here because they all match. They're the same colour. They're not slightly different design, but generally speaking, it'll fill up this space quite well. Right, let me tell you something else. We got the landscapers, the guys that did this originally. If you go back in the videos, you'll see them. I think there's about 7 people turned up for about a week and a half. I think they lived in the garage, if I remember correctly, and they did all the grass. They levelled it. They did a lot of work. They did some planting, if you remember. Well, we asked them again to come back to give us a quote to finish off. So he was here this morning. We told him what we wanted. I won't tell you because it will spoil the surprise. And he's gone away to give us a quote. Joy reckons 500,000. I don't think he'll be too far short of 500,000 myself. But it'll finish it. We'll have some more flagstones, we'll have some gravel, we'll have some pea shingle, we'll have more plants, we'll have a bit more grass. We'll have something called a peanut grass down the side, down that slope. Peanut grass grows to about 4 inches and then stops growing, and it gives little flowers as well, which would be perfect because it's 0 maintenance, which would be great for down that slope. because you don't want to be running the lawnmower down there, it's too dangerous. So we'll see, won't we, what becomes of that. So Ronnie's doing a bit of floor tiling or paving outside on the drive. The guys are down there at the minute doing some concrete work, so by close of play today we'll go and have a look at their progress. You know what I don't like? All these people that bitch about the weather in December. I mean, not a sign of snow. What are you talking about, boys? No wind, no rain. Oh, it's gorgeous. I dread to think what the temperature is. But that's the sky. There you go. I can't bend it any further than that. My back won't go. But it's all a beautiful, beautiful day. There you go. It's blinded you all, hasn't it? So, I want you to think of me when you open your curtain windows in the morning and it's a blizzard. You know, I've just got to suffer this weather. Yeah, any of my friends, my actual family, not that they're mutually the same, you're always welcome to pop over and have a beer with me at any time. So, yeah, let's go and have a look what's happening. Well, this is how far we've got. Oh, Ronnie's going like a train. Now he's just tamped down the tile to get the right height, and now he's watering or hydrating the dry mix. I think we call that the dry mix. I've just been told that it takes 2 days really to dry to a reasonable hardness, particularly considering the thickness of it over there, which means that by the time he's finished doing all this section here, which might be, I can see it being tomorrow, I've got 2 days, and then he's going to go on to that area there. I've got 2 days before I can bring my car into the drive. So I'm thinking it's going to be outside for another 4 days. So 4 days of the sun beating down on it, 4 days of any potential rain happening. It's not acceptable. So what he's doing now is just putting a little cement mix. That's kind of the cement mix that I put on my my structure that I'm making in the back garden. And then what he's going to do, he's going to lift that and put it in place and bang it down and then move on to the next one. Now you know how to lay a floor tile Ronnie style, which is the best way to do it. So all you ladies present can show your husband this video, and he has no excuse for not finishing that driveway or that patio he said he was going to do. You don't have to employ some guy on 50 quid an hour or whatever, or get expensive quotes of 2,000-3,000 just for a little patio, when your man can do it himself. All you need is a rubber hammer and my video. There you go, that's all you need. Now you may ask why I'm not doing it. That's a totally different story. Right, now we have a bit of a story about old Max boy. Well, last night he thought he saw a cat or a gecko or something weird in or around James's brand new car. So what he did, he was sniffing around the front wheel, and then he was sniffing around the bonnet, sniffing in the front bit there where the radiator holes are, and then for some reason, unlike him, he jumped up. I don't think you're going to see it. He jumped up on the side of the car and he put 2 scratches there and a lovely little scratch there. Well, imagine my response to that. I'm surprised he's still walking. Well, what we've decided to do is get it polished out at the same garage that did my repair on the Navara, which is what I showed you earlier on today. So I think in the next day or two, the plan is to go down that area for something or other. I think we're going to buy something or other, I don't know what it is. And then at the same time we can just take that into the garage for a quick polish. Of course we can't get it over here for at least 4 days, can we? I've just said. So it'll have to be next week. James wasn't happy. So that's all Ronnie's done today. He's done that row and that row and that row. Yep, those 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, from here to there. He's put that concrete down just to build it higher. And then tomorrow, although we've got 18 of the tiles there, we need some more, obviously. So we're just going to give him some money now so he can go and buy the tiles and some more sand and cement so he can finish that, and then he's going to do this area here. We've just been debating how he can do this because it's got 15 gradients all in one. It's got a gradient that goes that way, it's got one that goes that way, and I think it's got a sideways one it's got a sideways one that comes that way. So he's going to do something like, he's going to have to make a diagonal slice in one of the tiles. But he said it would look nice, and even if it looks bad, we can just plant a plant pot on top of it, can't we? So that'll be done by the end of the week, I would have thought. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Monday we'll be finishing it. Hey, there's my little tree. Right, it's Thursday today. I phoned on Tuesday and said to the AC people who installed it, any chance someone could just pop round and have a look at one AC that's not as cold as it used to be, and one AC's got an off-on problem. They came round within 48 hours. How good's that? So today's Thursday, and here they are, fixing it. They fixed one already, that was just a loose connection. And this one, they're giving it a clean. They're just gone outside now to to look at the external unit to see if it needs any gas. So hats off to these people. That's the name of the company. If you ever want any AC repaired or installed, that's the company. He's just gone to get his business card so I can take a picture of it. And the reason I'm coughing is when he removed that cover, all of the dust flew in my face. And I'm sure I took about a gallon of it. Oh, my poor old lungs. Oh no. How do you turn this thing off? Ah. Phone numbers are there. I'll try and hold it still. Give them a call if you want AC or AC repair or just maintenance. They are very, very good. Does that look cloudy to you? Yeah? Does it? Huh? No, it doesn't. But if you're a meteorologist, that is cloudy. Oh, wait a minute. There's maybe a bit of a cloud over there. The rest of the sky is absolutely clear. So this is where we are at the end of Thursday. Got a nice concrete bottom, yeah? I said bottom. Right, so they've concreted there, and up here and round there and round there. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just get some concrete blocks and put them under that as they've done, and then we'll get the bottom of the wall and the concrete blocks rendered and painted, and that will look a lot better than what it looks now. So that's all been done. This little area here is for some plants. They put some holes in the wall with some pipes at various locations, so when the water runs down here it doesn't gather, it'll just disappear over there. And that man is now putting the appropriate finish to the concrete. So all of that's been done today. So all we've got to finish off, maybe tomorrow I guess, is this area here. And then they're going to start on that area at the top. All that's going to be concreted. So that's what they've done. Well done, guys. So look at that, what Ronnie's done. Let's give Ronnie a 10 out of 10 for that, shall we? He's done all that bit today. He's got it nice and smooth. He's got the pattern to match. So all he's got to do to finish this bit, to finish all my house tiling, is just do the edge bits round there, underneath the gate and back up this wall, and then this bit here, which you'll probably do tomorrow. I bought that grey tile. Ronnie's going to lay those on the outside by the roadway, so that should be nice. Well, it's all go round here because all these lampposts down here are solar powered, and they react when cars come down, they shine brighter. Well, that one has been a bit off recently, so they're just putting a new panel on it, and then it will be working again. So that's excellent news. Well, my friend Ron got me that chicken yesterday. Look at him. Now that was due for the dinner plate this week, so we've saved him, her rather. So she's now relaxing with unlimited water, unlimited food, in a very tranquil and peaceful existence for the rest of her life. And we've called her Christmas because she was going to be a Christmas meal for someone. So Christmas has survived. Now Charles also bought me another one, which is a lovely looking bird, but I got here this morning and it was dead in the cage, so I can only presume it died of stress. And I must admit, my two birds have been in there all day. So whether that's related to the bird dying, or whether it's shock, or whether it's they're laying eggs, I do not know, but they've been in there all day. Of course, Peckalot, who I think is Sir Gay-a-lot, hasn't paid any attention to my two birds that are laying eggs, or Christmas. He's just chilling out. So I'm rather relieved about that, to be honest with you. I didn't want fur flying. Me and the gardener, because the gardener turned up today, we're going to move all this today and stick it down the back in its new position. But I can't move it while those two birds are in there. So I'm going to wait till those birds are finished doing whatever they're doing. And then, as I think I told you, the landscapers come on Monday. This is the last bit of work that these guys have got to do. They're making that bit flat for me, because as you know, I've been telling you for months, that's going to be where Max is going to stay in his cage. So that's going to be flat. This will be a slope. All round here is flat. I'll have a little border there for some flowers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then all this is going to be concreted as well. There'll be a line, I think I did show you, from this corner to that corner. All that will be concreted and all that will be grassed. And then all of this can be either thrown away, kept or tidied up. And I can then get rid of all these marks on here and it'll look vaguely decent. I might put my gardening stuff here because that makes sense, doesn't it? And those shades I bought, do you remember those shades that were over the fish pond? I might hang those down from this rail, down here to the concrete. That'll make that a bit cooler, not that it's having any problems at the minute, but it'll protect all whatever's here from the rain, won't it? And the progress for my friend here, he's done a great job. He's put those two rows in, as you remember. He sliced the tile diagonally to get the angle. Yeah, I think it's going to look good when it's finished. And we were quite busy while Marvin's boys were doing all that. I've just shown you. We moved the chickens over to their other enclosure. We put it in the middle. They all seem to be settling in quite well. The new one's taking a bit of stick, but she'll man it up. She's not an LBFWQB plus sort. She's a real woman. So what we'll do, we will make a structure here that goes up like a big Max's cage. You've seen Max's cage. So these can't get out, but more importantly, nothing can get in. So that's what it looks like at the minute. And then what Marvin's boys also did was just complete this area here. All they've got to do is clear their rubbish, finish that, and then they're out of here. Well, would you look at that? He's laid all those in the correct pattern. Just got those little ones to do. And over here, wow, look at that. He's managed to do that awful gradient. So he's set himself up for an easy, I think all of this will be graduate, I think all that will be whole slabs. But that, he's matched the pattern and everything. I'm well pleased with this guy. Of course, once the grout's gone in, those joints will be very hard to see, and if one of them offends your eye, you can always put a potted plant over it, can't you? And just to my friend Michael, who's in British Columbia at the minute and can't see all this, this was his handiwork. He helped me build that and install it. So there you go, Mike, it's now vanished, because when the landscapers come, this whole area here we have plans for. Well, end of the week, Saturday. And the reason I'm showing you that tree is that we just had a quote for taking it down. So we will mull over that and then place the order or not, as the case may be. Just to give you an update on the solar power. Yesterday my expenses for running the ACs and all the lights and everything else was absolutely zero. That's Ronnie's last bit, as I showed you yesterday. He's hoping to finish that today and do all the little bits that go around the sides so he can start the grouting on Monday and Tuesday, and then the outside works on Wednesday. Right, so Marvin's men have got it flat. They're putting the rebars in, and we'll have a few stones probably, and then we'll lay the concrete. Might lay it today, might lay it on Monday or something. When do you think you'll lay the concrete? Today?
Today. Part by part.
Always.
After we finish this, then the other side.
Yeah, that'll be a great improvement. Absolutely great improvement. Right, well, I'm going to get on and I'm going to post this now. So just do a quick run round of the works that have happened this week, and then we'll finish. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next week. Big events planned for next week. You've got to tune in. So let's have a quick look round. Oh, thank you. Marvin's guys have started to clear up, as you can see. So I suspect by the end of today all that will be cleared and swept. If it's not, I'll give it a quick sweep later on. The birds are quite happy. Those two black ones at the top are my new ones, and the other pair are in there laying eggs. Well, one's in there laying eggs, the other's eating food. So everything's okay in there. Let's have a look over here. So, as we hoped, they've started to lay the concrete for Max. The landscapers will sort all this out, put some nice plants there or something. To keep this area not being walked on, what I may do, makes perfect sense to me, is if this area is being concreted, I'll put his cage that way, so the door is here. So he exits and he goes in standing on concrete, which means here we can plant some trees and bushes. It'll hide the cage, you won't see it, and it'll be very aesthetic. So there the guys, they're cracking on. And I can't tell you how pleased I am about Ronnie's work. It's first class. So he tells me he's hoping to get all this finished today. Yes. Excellent. Right, so that's everything for this week.